Hi, this is the 114th issue of Videology with Zlatko G, a brief digital overview of current films, a spontaneous critical analysis that is a collection of first impressions illustrated with moving pictures. Today I'm talking about Jeremy Clapin's I Lost My Body, which is constructed with two separate narratives. One is about Neophiles falling in love with the librarian Gabriel, and in the other part of town, a severed arm tries to escape from the lab before succumbing to dissection in order to cling to the body. From the flashbacks we can conclude that as a young Neophil he wanted to become both a pianist and a cosmonaut, but one thing is for sure: there was always a microphone in his hand recording the surroundings and nature, ending up working as a pizza transporter with unfulfilled longings and dreams. That does not exclude him from the naive pursuit of love when he meets a girl who won't be able to open the door of her building for him. The igloo becomes a common obsession and romantic gesture where they can cure their loneliness. The character unexpectedly strays from his predetermined destiny, and that leap into the unknown allows the change to positively surprise and enrich his life. The predictable epilogue is challenged by the uncommon surprise provoked by irrational decisions that lead to an open-ended epilogue that can lead characters anywhere and nowhere. Another illusion about stepping outside of the comfort zone. A little carelessness and a dull fly are enough to cause the fate of tailoring a bloody nightmare scenario. The phantom limb symbolizes the moment when the merger occurs, about two pieces of one whole that can never be assembled. The film is about traveling through memories and exploring the lost childhood in a poetic way. At every moment of the film, the cut-off hand is treated as a zoomorphic living being with its own understanding in a number world without speech, expressing itself only with 5 fingers. Her tactile memories are even depicted in black and white flashbacks when she loses consciousness, so she is in no way parodied like the hand in the Addams Family, an analogy that could easily be pulled off if the work is devaluated and its qualities remain neglected. When you're an unprotected hand in the big city, there are a number of threats for her life, from pigeons, ants, mice, and she is only trying to find the way to her owner that would reunite them. The sense for touch has its imprints on memories and gradually recognizes its owner through the memories they shared, the perceptions of reality, and the shared loss. The film plunges into the experience of the hand, which is itself linked to fate, since people have been reading it for centuries. The hand is a pursuit of wholeness, of itself, of self-knowledge. The boy apparently is detached from humanity and is searching to be whole. Just to remind you, the surreal film depicts the perspective of the hand that lost the body. It will be very easy to connect the viewer with the characters through mutual factors such as the hunt for the fly and covering the ears with palms, which I believe are practices that everyone has implemented in their life and will help the viewers to forget that they are watching an animated film, and they will treat the characters as if they have skin and bones. Although there are horror scenes in play, the director decided they are not going to become central in the work, but will direct the story to the character's quest through life's traumatic situations. This means that the movie is not closer to The Beast with 5 Fingers, but rather to a European introspective melodrama initiated by an absurd and astonishing search for the hand, walking through minefields of traumas by Neophil and other characters, containing action, horror, humor, and romance. The film is based on the novel by William Laurent entitled Happy Hand, and her screen adaptation is an urban tale of dedication and self-sacrifice, not only for the enduring characters but also to the team that worked on the film for 7 years with a budget of $5 million, creating one of the most original animated feature films in the 21st century. The electronic synth in Levy's music provides the necessary thread of modernism, which is complementary and goes hand in hand with the course of the astonishing act, but also it is reminiscent of the tragic past and the uncertain future. The film at first was animated in 3D, and then the characters and background were put into Blender and converted to a 2D drawing, giving the director more freedom to select the framing angles as if he is working on a feature live-action film. If the details were drawn in 2D, it will be more time-consuming for the project. That's why the backgrounds are detailed and realistic. However, a 3D version of this movie won't work for me, and thank you Jeremy for removing the voiceover narration of the hand. The feature film of the French director Jeremy Clapin represents the crown of his previous work in the field of animation. He is best at portraying the loneliness of the characters from his 2D and 3D animations, such as the one about the character that is 91 cm outside of his body, or the character with the hunched back who strives to find the love of his life at a random encounter. Deformed characters that have the lusts and passions to reach for blessings enjoyed by others, like the goose that wants to fly and is not physically capable of it. His characters are cut off from the world and live in skyscrapers, which only further emphasizes the loneliness. His films are like adaptations of short fantastic stories where the lives of the atypical characters are completely shaken. He is not afraid to enter the anecdotal video of Haunted Waters and elaborate on the concept of guilt and guilty conscience as inevitable feelings of every living beings. Before being bought from the streaming platform Netflix and distributed to the homes of hundreds of millions of viewers, the film won a grand prize at Cannes Critics Weeks, the only animated film commended for that success. The film found affection from the genre audience at Fantastic Fest, Strasbourg and Sitges, and toured Europe from Zurich to London and screened in Chicago, Milwaukee and numerous animated film festivals, winning 3 Annie Awards and 20 other awards at the film festivals. The celebration by critics and movie lovers was not enough to turn the Oscar nomination into a takeover of the statue from the hands of the Toy Story 4. I Lost My Body is a superb art house film accomplished with a clear vision, with profound mastery of the fantastical elements and their involvement in the human dimensions of the characters. We get this significant achievement from which children and adults can learn something about the meaning of humanity. If I have to evaluate it, then I will give I Lost My Body 4 out of 5. If you liked the 114th edition of the digital archive Videology, like the video, share it and follow the channel. Reach out for the other reviews on the virtual shelf as well. Thank you for your attention. Bye.